Dr. Michelle Rivard. Michelle or Doctor. We all know that our Summer Bash fundraiser, which is the 23rd, helps their organization continue all of their efforts. So they have a few other things they wanted to talk to us about. So I will turn it over to you ladies. Microphone is
Thank you everyone for inviting us here tonight. My name is Ashley Quincy. I head up Marine Mammal Care Center's development efforts. I'm in charge of our donor relations and fundraising strategy. This year our annual operating budget was $3.1 million, and as you guys know, we were hit by a huge toxic algae bloom, Domoic acid, that put us into a difficult financial spot. We increased our budget by close to $500,000. And so we really rely on individual philanthropy to make that happen. And so we just want to extend our heartfelt gratitude to all of you for choosing us as a recipient again at the Summer Bash. We're really grateful. And then how many of you have been to the center recently? Oh yay, within the last 6 months?
Yeah.
So were some of you there when we were hit with Domoic acid? You saw us having to go in the parking lot and really stretch our resources. Well, for those of you that haven't been there, we encourage you to visit at least once a quarter. It's always changing. There's a seasonality to some of our strandings. Right now we have one patient, which is something we would normally celebrate, but with the 4th consecutive year of Domoic acid, it's not something we are quite celebrating yet, because we still want to understand what's happening with the large population of sea lions and pinnipeds off of the coast in the Channel Islands. And that work is, to be determined. I wanted to introduce one of our newest team members, Dr. Michelle Rivard. She is our hospital director and in charge of animal health and conservation. She partners with Dr. Peters and handles all of the animals in care and our entire hospital staff team. We're super excited to have them both on board, which has now been almost a year, but the first year was really busy with DA. Yeah. So if you guys have any questions about events or fundraising efforts, please feel free to grab one of these pamphlets. We would love to invite all of you to our annual donor thank you reception happening Thursday, September 25th at the center from 5 to 8. There will be food and beverages and music, and hopefully you'll be able to mix and mingle with some of our experts and staff on site. And then if you guys are interested in volunteering, we would love for you to do that too. Right now we have 300 volunteers. Some of you may be a part of our Pinniped Patrol 2, which is an additional task force of people who live up and down the Los Angeles County coastline that really help us respond to animals in need. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, you know where to find me. And then I'm going to turn it over to Dr. Rivard to talk about some specific needs in her department. Did you have a question?
Yeah, just about what's the best way to go about setting up coming down, whether it's 1, 2, 3 people, or volunteering. Is that all on the website?
Yes, all on the website.
Okay.
You can schedule a visit, or we accept walk-ins. We're open Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. to the public. But for any yacht club members, if you guys want to come outside of that time, you can just let Jamie know, and she has my contact information. You can give me a call. We'd love to give you a private, now is the perfect time for a private behind the scenes tour, which we'd be happy to extend to you guys too.
Cool.
Great.
Thanks, Ashley. Hi everyone, thank you so much for all of your help and your support of the Marine Mammal Care Center. Your work really helps to impact the lives of animals, not only on an individual basis and enhancing the animal welfare and giving our patients the best chance of getting back into the ocean, but also by caring for these animals, we learn a lot about the threats that they face and learn about the health of our ocean. So we learn everything, or we learn something from every single animal that comes through the doors of the center. So thank you all so much for your support in this mission that really means a lot to us. Our only animal on site right now actually came from the barge. Her name's Gertrude. She's a 3-year-old female California sea lion who was actually entangled. She had a really nasty gill net entanglement. So thanks to the support of our community for calling her in, as well as Harbor Patrol that took us out on the boat, we were able to net her, disentangle her, and now she's chomping down on herring, and she's on some antibiotics and pain meds, and hopefully she'll be good to go in a couple weeks. So those are really wonderful success stories that sort of directly show how we can mitigate the human impact on these animals. Oh, sorry, do you have a question?
Yeah, just, what advice do you have for us boaters when the sea lions are on the docks, like, attacking us and stuff? Like, can you give us advice on how to deal with them? They're on our docks every day. So can you give us some advice on how to,
Have you tried spraying with the hose?
They love it. It's a bath.
Oh, because some of them actually don't love the rain or the hose, so that will work. But I can.
Any advice you can give us would be great.
Yeah, I can actually get you. We have like a whole document that has some, like NOAA has a document of like mitigation strategies and things that are supposed to deter pinnipeds from harassing too much because, I know they can be a little bit eager, especially when they know if there's fish or something like that around. So yeah, we can get that to you guys if you want to circulate that information. We'll get that for you. But the thing that I wanted to talk to all of you about today are kind of two specific needs that our organization and department has a gap in when it comes to responding and rehabilitating some of these animals. The first of that is either sea lion or whale disentanglement. So we have a staff and the equipment that are trained to go out into the field and either dart a sea lion if it's entangled in gill net, monofilament, any sort of fishing line, packing straps, as well as disentangling whales that may be entangled more commonly over here in crab pots. And those types of operations are pretty logistically complicated. They require a lot of boats in order to have support on the water, to document what's going on, to utilize as a drone. So if any of you are interested in helping out with any of those special rescue operations, whether it's an entangled sea lion or an entangled whale, we're always looking for community members who are comfortable driving a boat to maybe provide one of those support vessels for us. We have one boat. It's an inflatable, so a small inflatable that allows us to maneuver around but doesn't allow us to really store a lot of equipment. May not be the best place to utilize a dart gun. And is not the best place to take photo documentation or launch a drone from. So if that's something that any of you would be interested in helping us out with, we would love to get your information.
You mean like a Shamrock 29 fishing boat would be perfect?
Probably. Yeah, that sounds great.
I would volunteer for that all day long.
Jamie put together the sign-in sheet for anyone who's serious about helping us. We would really appreciate it.
And then the other thing that we're hoping to utilize, or to put out there to utilize some of you that are experienced boat owners, is also participating in boat releases. So we have some animals that would be better off being released a little bit offshore rather than from a beach. So we're not at a point where we're able to actually release animals from our boat because of the size. So most of our animals are released from beaches, and that's a good option for pups, but for some of these adult females that may have had Domoic acid or some other animals that may be restrands, it's good to get them away from some of these crowded areas. There's not very many beaches in Los Angeles County that are quiet and that are good environments to release these animals from. So that's another option if you want to give a ride to a couple of sea lions that are looking to get a little bit further offshore, and we can take them for a ride on the boat and release them from there. That's something else that we would love anyone's assistance with if you're willing to help. So thank you so much for considering, and please come visit us or get in touch with Ashley if you were interested in coming for a behind the scenes tour. But we really, really appreciate your support, and we couldn't do our work to help these animals if it weren't for all of you. So thank you so much for having me.